Good morning, kindergartners, first graders, and second graders. I'm so happy that you're joining me for week 3 of distance learning for our second library lesson on YouTube. Today we're going to be reading a story and doing a different sort of activity that's going to get you guys moving around either throughout your house or if you can do it a different day of the week in the neighborhood with a parent. So I hope you enjoy. Today's book is Pete the Cat and the Treasure Map by James Dean.
Captain Pete looks across Cat Cove. The sun is sparkling on the water. It's a beautiful day for an adventure. Something flies toward Captain Pete's ship. It's a parrot. "Squawk," says the parrot. She gives Captain Pete a crumpled piece of paper. "What is it?" asks First Mate Callie. Captain Pete looks at the paper. There's a long trail with an X. "It's a treasure map," he says. "Treasure," says First Mate Callie. "Where?" "On Secret Island," says Captain Pete. "Let's go," says First Mate Callie. "Woohoo!" cries the crew. "Treasure!" Swoosh! Splash! Captain Pete steers the ship through the big waves. The salty wind pushes the sails. The ship is going really fast. "Good job, mateys," says Captain Pete. "We'll be there in no time." Uh-oh. Captain Pete spoke too soon. He spies something coming toward them. "What is that?" asks First Mate Callie. A giant arm reaches up and splashes the water. It makes a wave that crashes down on Pete's boat. Kersplash! "Squawk!" cries the parrot. "Arg!" yells the crew. Kersplash! Another arm comes crashing down. The crew is scared, but not Captain Pete. He knows that the monster isn't trying to scare them. He's rocking a cool beat. Captain Pete takes out his guitar and strums. The monster rises out of the water. The crew takes a cover, but the monster stops when he hears Pete playing. He nods his head along. He's not a scary sea monster. He's an awesome sea drummer. "Rock on," says Captain Pete. "Thanks," booms the monster. "Oh no, Captain," shouts First Mate Callie. "A big storm is coming." "Batten down the hatches," says Captain Pete. Everyone gets ready for the storm. The waves toss the ship, but the crew is brave. Captain Pete has an idea. "Hey there, friends," he yells to the sea monster. "We need some help." The monster grabs the ship with his giant arms and gives it a great big boost. The ship moves right through the storm. "Hooray!" shouts the crew as the monster swims up to the boat. "Thanks, friends," yells Captain Pete. "No problem," booms the monster. "Land ho!" yells First Mate Callie, pointing out over the sea. All the pirates rush to look. "It's Secret Islands," says Captain Pete. On the beach, their buddy Grumpy Toad is waiting with a glittering pile of treasure. "Ahoy, mateys, you got my map," Grumpy Toad says. "Treasure's no fun if you can't share it with your friends." The crew is so happy, they do catwheels in the sand. "Thanks, Grumpy Toad," they shout. "I think we're missing something," says Captain Pete. "Let's play some music." "What a great idea," says Grumpy Toad. The pirates load all the treasure onto the ship. Captain Pete takes out his guitar and strums, but something's missing from his song. "Our drummer," Captain Pete says as the sea monster pops his head above the water. "Would you like to join my crew?" "Aye," booms the monster. "Rock on," Captain Pete says as the monster joins in on a rockin' pirate tune. Captain Pete's crew is complete. All the pirates sing, yo ho, a pirate's life for us."
Before I tell you about today's activity, I just want to remind you that all documents I'm about to show you can be found on the Rowayton Library website. To access that, you're going to type in Rowayton School into Google, click on Rowayton Elementary School, go to the tab Students, click on Library Media Center or Learning Commons. Once you're on the library website, click on the tab labeled Distance Learning. I hope you enjoy the story, Pete the Cat and the Treasure Map. Pete the Cat is definitely a favorite in my house. Since I can't be with you guys, we can't exactly go on a treasure hunt, but there is something we can do. We can go on a scavenger hunt. Here are 2 different examples of scavenger hunts that you can do in your neighborhood. There's a scavenger hunt number 1 where you're finding different objects in the neighborhood, or there's a color hunt in the neighborhood where you're finding different colors of different objects. You can either print these off, like I said, the links and the documents are available on my website, or you can write down the objects that you're going to be looking for. However, the weather might not be that great today, so you could also do an indoor scavenger hunt, or better yet, a book scavenger hunt. Again, these documents can be found on my website, or you can just write down what you should be looking for. But a book scavenger hunt, find an animal in a book, find the word spring in a book, Or the indoor scavenger hunt, find a fork, find something that's red, find a tissue box. I want you guys to search around for your treasure just like Pete the cat was looking in his treasure map for a treasure. Like always, make sure you share photos of you completing your scavenger hunt around your neighborhood or even in your house. You can send me pictures at my email address or send them to me on Instagram. I've loved seeing all of your work from last week, and I hope you guys continue to send things to me. But make sure, if you're going on a scavenger hunt around your neighborhood, make sure you go with an adult. You should not be walking around on your own. That's it for this week's lesson. I hope you had fun with the scavenger hunt, whether you went indoor or outdoor. Remember, if you are going outside, make sure you go with an adult. Do not go out on your own. I can't wait to see the pictures and the videos that you guys are going to send me. I'll see you guys next week.